Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Meraj Kidwai. You're watching Vertex, a solution of every need. I hope you all doing wonderfully well. To know more about me, you can check out vertexasolution.com. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to talk about in this particular video, I keep on recording on substance abuse, or in between, I speak in my videos regarding that, and I think I've recorded on addiction as well, or how to quit, something related with that. I'm not able to recall the exact topic on which I've recorded. My video is again related with addictions that people may have and how badly it affects. We all know addictions affect us badly, that is why they are addictions. Now, the root cause of addiction can be stress, can be anxiety disorders, So majorly, it's the problem with your self-image, self-esteem, self-worth. Self-image, again, I've spoke on self-image also earlier. So this is a very, very important topic to address as a whole, because human beings themselves affect their personalities, affects their life, and as a whole to the society as well. Now, there can be substance addiction, substance abuse as well. There can be addictions with pornography or porn. There can be addictions with in multiple dimensions. Being into the field of education and dealing with students and the teenagers, the college-going students, or the young children, it's important that education should be given to them at the early stages of their life. When there is lack of proper education, then that is why children, teenagers, college-going students, young people, or youth in general gets into the trap of certain kind of issues in a society we face, in the face of our own children, in the face of our own family members, in the face of our own loved ones, or people in general around us. The measures are, whenever you are in a phase of an anxiety or a stress, it's important that you should take the rightful help. And the rightful help, somewhere, if you're not feeling well about yourself as well about the way you look, the way your appearance is, your life is, whatever it may be, whatever may be the reason, okay? Or it can be a trauma or any kind of a traumatic event you gone by. Because of that, a person may get into depression, or any kind of trauma hit differently a person. It's important to see it's difficult to analyze, first of all, but when you feel that there is some kind of a problem, so every problem has a rightful way to find solutions. So it's important to inculcate the value education. Now, most of the times I post on value education, and value education has no correlation with the spirituality or with a particular religion a person follow, or they do not follow a religion at all. Value education implies to distinguish between the right and the wrong. Now, what is right? Right, which is helping the humanity, the human life as a whole to develop further. Wrong, which is toxic for you, for your lifespan, for your body, for your mind, for your thoughts, for your overall well-being. So value education is important to inculcate. So when there is lack of value education, definitely addictions will be there, and they are not able to sort out the problems. In general, people are facing with insecurities, people are facing with their stress, day-to-day life stress, or they're maybe having some anxiety. You just can't say that a person is having anxiety, a person is having stress, so they may have developed certain kind. But why? We need to go to the root cause. So somewhere there is something is somewhere we as humans are lagging behind. So the point is, where we are lagging behind is to educate people, our own children, and we need to have a conversation that how can we deal with this. If you're having problems with respect to uh, the way you look, and if you've been bullied at school, the way you look, for instance, how can you deal with it? And how to educate people to be respectful, and the rate of acceptance of people in a particular group. Now, it cannot only be based on appearance, it can be on language also, it can be on color also, it can be on anything, the ethnicity, origin, anything it can be. So that develops a kind of a psychology in a person, and that person then looks for the traumatic events that they have experienced in forgetting those events by involving themselves in things which gives some kind of a boost to them, kind of invalidation to them in their own definitions, which is actually harmful or toxic for them. So we need to go to the root cause of this to eliminate or eradicate this issue of addictions. We can ban things, right? But do you think that if we are just banning things in general, or we are just saying no, this is not right, this thing is, but why this is not right, that why needs to be addressed. And it can only be addressed when we focus on value education to help people distinguish what is right and what is not right for them. Or if they do lag somewhere in their life, in some aspect of their life, how they can overcome those gaps. And by overcoming those gaps, how can they work on those insecurities, on those fears, which developing a kind of a stress in them, or anxiety disorders, or creating panic or panic attacks in people, which eventually they're unable to figure it out, and they try to involve themselves into some kind of things or activities that distract them for some time, so that they forget about that traumatic thing that happened with them, and then they get involved into many other toxic activities or toxic substances, which eventually takes their life towards the negative. So it's a very, very important thing. So what I'll summarize it for you. How can we address the problem of addictions? And psychology I've already mentioned. So by educating, so lack of awareness and lack of education since the early stages of life. And I think it's the whole and soul and a very huge responsibilities on the shoulder of the education system. And more awareness in the society we can create, that how can we eliminate this aspect, and how the young people can be guided well towards the healthy or improvised a lifestyle, maybe making or some small changes. For instance, if people are having issues with weight management, or they have issues with their body weight, or they have they're towards the chubby side. So how can we accept it, and why we need to change? This why is important to understand. Why you want to reduce your weight, why you want to become healthy, why you should be should be towards the lesser side of the scale. You want because of your appearance, or it is healthy for you. So the way we communicate things to the young people, the way we educate them, we are educating them that you should be towards the lesser side of the scale. but why you should be towards the lesser side of the scale. So how you're communicating it, what kind of awareness you are creating, that has to be addressed properly, that it's good for your health, good for your system. And no matter the way a person is, be who you are, be original, be the way you are, without any kind of I've always mentioned this, that uh, beauty is something which is within, it's inside. The soul should be beautiful of a person, the character of the person should be beautiful. That is what you reflect in the society. So if your reflection in the society as a whole is not making a positive impact, it is not beautiful. And if it is making a positive impact, it is certainly very, very beautiful. No matter from where you come from, no matter how your hair are, no matter how you look, you what kind of clothes you wear, what brands you follow, etc., etc. I already spoke a lot onto it. So confidence is the way you love yourself, the way you are. Okay, so and that has to be communicated in a rightful manner to address these problems of addictions. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.